Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Amber.
I hate you like I'm young.
The ankle's a little mean.
So, good day everyone. I hope everyone's having a good one. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a top. So, if you didn't see the response / Big Cherry Retro React, because I just combined them for today's video that did post this morning, it has my response to all of this legal BS that Amber's throwing around. But like I said in that video, I'm not going to talk about it. So thank you to everyone's support, and thank you so much. We are now at 25,000 subscribers. It's crazy. And just with everything that's been going on the past, I'm gonna say the past 48 hours, it's really just damn. But thank you so much, guys. I truly do appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, we're just gonna have to see where that goes. But for today's video, we are taking a look at this one. She posted this not long ago, and it's 33.5 minutes, y'all. Holy shit. Oh my god. And it's called Lying to All of You. Eye roll. Amber, listen, even if this is going to be the rarest of videos where Ambi's going to actually take full accountability, even if that's the slight 1% chance of anything happening, really, girl? Really? This doesn't necessarily, I guess, provide the best picture of, what kind of relationship you want to have with your audience. Because it's just the same old, huh? All you have is raging at us reaction channels, raging at your members, and lying to everyone. Go figure. But, hey, Pooks, whatever gets your bills paid, right? No. Hey, she's gotta make her money. She's gotta make her money. She's gonna be suing someone now. But yeah, this is, oh my god. I know y'all are probably clicking into a 2-hour-long video, and I hope it's not gonna be that long, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Thank you so much, guys. And with that, let's dive right on into this, shall we?
Guys, welcome to
Hey, Amber. Looking real cocky. Eye roll. Something tells me that she is trying to set up a Nikocado situation. No progress is going to be made, but she's just trying to get a gotcha on the audience. Something tells me that's all that this is.
a video. This is the first video of the Reactlyn series.
Oh, eye roll. Eye roll. So she's going to become a reaction channel now, you guys. Everyone else can make so much money reacting to her, so why can't she? You know what, Ambi? Welcome. Welcome. She's now a reaction channel. Are you going to sue yourself?
So I have no idea how this is going to go down,
But she's also going to react to the very same video that she always reacts to, the I lied video of her in that purple nasty top at Destiny's.
so many people are like, girl, just react to some videos.
But this is going to make it interesting when we actually do get to that video. Maybe.
I don't know what to react to. So I went to Instagram and asked you guys, what do you want to see? And you guys gave me so many.
How about the clip where you said you would be a PDF for Darlene on Roseanne? How about that?
Ideas. I got a cute little journal out and I wrote down at least 30 ideas.
Oh my god, 30? Wow, Amber.
So many, but I figured I would start off with the video that I feel altered my YouTube experience and the way.
No. Rain and Petals Eavesdrop is what altered the trajectory. Okay, you were disliked, but when that came out, Amber, oh, that's when people hated you. So, yeah.
people view me. It's a video that I uploaded 9 years ago on August 5th, 2016. The video is called Confessing Everything I've Lied About.
Eye roll, and even in that video, she was still lying, and she still didn't confess to everything. So, yeah.
I remember that the reason why I filmed that video is because I saw another YouTuber do a confessing everything I lied about, and their audience was so like understanding and like gracious, and I was like, I need to do the same thing.
Eye roll. She was like, let me try to get them to like me too. So, you're already kind of saying that, like, your audience wasn't on board from the very get-go? Okay.
Because I wanted to be accountable. I was like holding a lot of guilt, and instead
Eye roll. Word of the frickin' month. Accountable. I'm gonna be accountable.
of my audience reacting in the same way that that other YouTuber's audience did, it actually backfired on me. And
Yeah, because you're not genuine.
ever since then, like, I've been known as the girl who lied.
No, Amber. No. You were known as a dirty, filthy liar long before that video, okay? Eye roll. Are you trying to rewrite history as you always do? Because, like, we can literally go back in the Reddit, in the farms, anywhere, even on your own channel, and see that that's not the case, Amber. You were getting a lot of dislike way before that video. What are you on about?
A girl who continues to lie, even though since from that point, I've made sure to be honest and
Oh, okay. So that's why you've come out with multiple like I lied videos since then. Amber, you lie. Like it's baffling to me how hard she tries to rewrite her own history when the evidence is there. So what does that tell you about the history where the evidence is not there? It makes me question everything, dude.
transparent, even in times where I did not want to be. Have
Oh, eye roll.
I been perfect? No. I am human, but I'm also a YouTuber who shares a lot, but I'm still trying to hold on to so much privacy that sometimes the lines are blurred. Anyways,
Side eye.
let's like get into this reaction. Hey guys, so
Hey, Amber. Oh my god. Is this me reacting to Amber reacting to Amber? Fuck. Oh. Not more Lynnception. I didn't even think of that. Fuck.
video, let's be real, is a little,
Let's eat.
I don't know, nerve-wracking for me to film, but I feel like I need to get this stuff off my chest, and
I love when she says that.
I just want you guys to know that, sorry, my hair though, I knew I needed to poke these things down. Let's get real. Okay.
Amber, you couldn't cut this shit out in the year 2025? You couldn't cut all of this out? No, go figure.
I knew that coming onto YouTube, I was going to need to protect myself. I knew also I was going to get a lot of backlash.
Why? Why would you just know that? Amber, come on. I mean, you can expect it. Like, you can expect that it's going to happen every now and then. But just to instantly assume, like, oh no, people aren't going to like me. I mean, fair, you should have listened to that voice. But, damn.
Backlash hurts sometimes. Unless you're a YouTuber who has a pretty decent following and they get a lot of haters, I don't think you'd understand.
Yeah, the thing is, though, Amber, you don't have a decent following. Like, in the grand scheme of everything, 3,000 to 4,000 subs, that's a minuscule fraction of what she has today, right? Like, and that's a minuscule fraction of what other YouTubers have. But she gets such a high percentage of hate. Ambi, I just don't think people like you. And sorry, this is something that me, someone who is neurodivergent, had to pick up, that it's not just neurotypical people, but just people in general aren't going to like you for a boatload of different reasons, and most of them you really don't have a say or have any type of, control in. I mean, I don't mean to say control, but like you don't have any say in how those people perceive you. So just like, why worry about it? My God.
Genuinely right here, I look so innocent. I sound
Uh, you still had falsely accused someone of grape, and then they turned around and said it was you. So, no, you weren't all innocent and sweet back then either, Amber. My God. Actually, that video came after all of the Libby stuff. So, huh? Eye roll.
so innocent, and I was getting a lot of hate at that time, but
Not really. Not compared to what you do now. You should have been counting your blessings, but you treated it like it was everyone. And that's why you have the audience you do.
that girl right there had no idea what was coming for her
Yeah, it was the consequences of your actions. That what was coming for you, Amber, and that's what's still going to come for you.
at all. Just imagine yourself like at school and you get bullied by everyone in class.
Or imagine you're at school, you're a little kid, and Amberlynn breaks your glasses or steals your lunch because she's the schoolyard bully. My God.
Hurts. It does. And I feel like
Her story. I ain't making that up. She said it.
a lot of the time you need to protect yourself to prevent backlash, but no matter if I protect myself or if I don't, it's gonna happen. And see right there where I was saying, like, sometimes you have to protect yourself.
Eye roll.
I remember wanting to protect myself and the people around me because the hate was rising. It was getting worse.
I wonder why. I wonder why. Oh, she'll say, people are just so fat phobic.
And trust me, I was bullied in school. I very much
Well, you were the bully in school, so I hope you got some of your medicine back at you. The fuck?
was. But I was bullied by like a handful. And now all of a sudden I was being bullied by hundreds.
Well, maybe by that point it was hundreds, but it used to be just one person. And then it turned to two, and then Amber gave those two people so much attention that it just fed everyone else to join in.
I think I was just becoming overwhelmed. And I feel like I need to kind of admit to some things that I have lied about.
So is this even a reaction? Or this is just her going through with bullet points at different moments?
Really hard. I'm not a liar.
Yeah.
I was protecting my feelings as much as I could.
So lying. Lying. If you're not telling the truth, you're lying. It doesn't matter if it's to protect people or to protect myself. That doesn't freaking matter. You're still lying.
I know.
And Ambi, you can't lie to protect yourself or protect the people you love in court.
What's selfish of me to do. I'm putting myself online for a reason, to speak out and be like, this is me, this is who I am. And it's like, I still felt like there were certain things that I needed to kind of hide away. And I do feel like that's okay. Like,
Okay, but then don't bring it up for sympathy points.
Absolutely agree with myself back then.
Wow, shocker.
I wanted to be open and transparent and share my life, but like, there was also another side of me where I was like, I need to protect some things.
Well, you could have gotten off of YouTube. You could have. The thing is, Amber, like, people share so much information out there that I personally would not put out on the internet like that. But they don't get hate for it, and they don't get backlash because they're not weirdos. So, I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Once again, it's one of those cases of you might not realize why people don't like you, but a lot of people don't like you. That's okay. But either you roll in the hay or you get out of the kitchen.
And in doing so, it led me to lie, which then led me to make this video. And it's like, I don't even remember.
And how many times have we repeated this since? Like, truthfully, how many I lied videos are there? Probably like 200.
The things I lied about. So let's keep watching.
Eye roll. I hate how, like, produced this is, I guess. Like, okay, Ambi. But if a reaction channel used these solid clips without interruption, that would be bad, right? Right? That's not transformative content. I mean, it's her own stuff, so do what you want. Do what you want. But, hey, maybe something to consider. You want to get at us for our oh-so-lazy reactions. Well,
there's a lot of things about me that you guys have no idea about. But it's like, if I bring something up or whatever, or you guys see something, like, I shouldn't lie.
No duh.
I guess maybe ignore the situation. I really don't know.
Well, that's just as shady. Maybe just be smarter about what you're putting online. But the thing is, and what we recently found out with Beck just kind of further proves it, that Amber can't read a room. She doesn't get social cues like that. And I don't want that to, like, validate any type of kind of, like, autism diagnosis that she might be trying to pull in the future. But she just doesn't pick on those things. And I don't think it's because she's on the spectrum. I think it's because she's so full of herself. She has no room to ever consider how anyone else feels. So, and if she does consider how they feel, it's going to be in relation to how great she is. So, like, you get what I'm getting at there? She's so freaking selfish. She only can think about her immediate self.
Sadly, I have learned that even ignoring a situation, shit still gets hectic.
Yeah? Yeah, Ambi? What have you been ignoring lately, girl? Uh-huh. Diddy Lynn?
Some people believe that withholding information equals lying.
It can. It can. More specifically, I'm going to say deleting evidence means you are lying and guilty. And you deleted a lot of evidence. And now you're wanting to sue me? Oh, honey, I'm going to have YouTube subpoenaed then. I'm sure they still keep track of those videos. Girl, we can go into it.
But I don't see it that way. When you're sharing your life on YouTube, sometimes you want to withhold things. Like, you still want to have, like, your privacy bubble.
Okay, yeah, no one is arguing with you on that. But you can't show things that will get people riled up. And then when people get riled up, you can't just, like, hide your hands about it. That's literally throwing stones and then hiding your hands. You know what you're doing. You know that this is going to get some kind of rise out of someone. And you keep going through with it. So,
And I feel like that frustrates a lot of people. But it shouldn't.
You shouldn't feel how you're feeling. Okay, thank you, Lynn, telling us how to feel. I'm just going to start calling her Lynn.
A YouTuber or a reality star, whoever it may be, should only share what they are comfortable with.
Okay. No one held a pew-pew to your head and said, upload this, Amber. You fully chose to upload all of these videos, and you decide every single day to keep them up still. So, huh?
I do have a list.
Oh, wonderful.
Of things I want to talk about. Your girl has always been a list maker.
Oh, shut up. Ugh, can we keep it to the important shit? Like, really?
Still am.
time waster.
So the first thing, some of these you guys might not care about or whatever, but the reason why we moved to Kentucky.
Oh, interesting. We're getting right to this in the Big Cherry Retro Reacts. Amber, hey, you might be 2 weeks behind, but you got good timing, gal. And I think maybe, like, a little bit subconsciously, that's why Amber's doing such a delay in the videos, is because of how well shit was lining up. And not just for me. Stuff lines up for other reactors as well. I have a feeling that's why.
I said it's because Destiny wanted to be there for her mom. I said we wanted to take care of her. I think I might have said that in a vlog. I don't know why, but it's not the truth.
No, y'all were broke and had nowhere else to go. And that's fine. But why would you feel the need to lie? You don't even need to say that. Just say, we're gonna go live with Destiny's mom for a bit. Like, why does there need to be any more to that?
We were just tired of Florida, honestly. I mean...
Oh, we? But in the video, like, literally just yesterday, or this morning, that was posted for the Big Cherry Retro React, she's talking about how she loves Florida so much. This is her home. How could she leave her home?
Mainly Destiny was...
Yeah, see?
How do I word this without, like...
sounding like a bitch to your girlfriend?
Saying too much, but, you know, get my drift. Her mainly. She just felt kind of like it was time to move on from Florida, you know, something.
I mean, she had spent her whole life there, hadn't she? Yeah, eventually you want to get out.
Things were happening that she just wasn't happy about.
Oh. There was some things that were happening. What could that be? Huh?
And she wanted a new beginning. I have, you know, said that on my Snapchat quite a few times.
What? Did Destiny talk about this in their little, like, tea spill sesh that they did a couple years back? Did Destiny talk about this? Because I couldn't for the life of me think what she is referring to.
Things like that. But I just felt like it was easier for me to say, you know, oh, we just want to be there for her mom.
I mean, is that not a bit of the truth? Okay. People are more upset that by this point you had lied about a lot of really serious shit.
Okay, Amberlynn.
Eye roll.
This lie confuses me because I feel like it would have been easier for me to just straight up be like, Destiny wants a new start somewhere else. I don't know why I had to like say.
Because that raises some suspicions for me. Some little alarm bells are going off in my head that are wondering, like, what could that have been? Huh? But you make it sound like there was something specific going on, Amber. I don't know. And then all the stuff with the family, like grandma and grandpa don't want them moving in now all of a sudden. They can't go with Destiny's dad. I don't know.
Something that wasn't true. That's a little weird, gotta admit.
What? Girl, you're just, once again, like, doing your damn lists and shit all day, wasting time. Get to the frickin' point.
I don't know. I don't know if you guys will consider that a lie or not, but it's something I've said that, you know, I wasn't 100% like truthful about.
I think even back then, she knew what people were talking about. So,
So, if you guys remember my aunt situation, this was...
Oh, yeah, that also, we just went over that video recently, too.
A while ago, though. Oof, the aunt situation.
Yeah, why don't we talk about Aunt Tammy?
I was not expecting this. This...
Eye roll. Ambi, you can't even give a proper reaction to save your life. The acting is terrible.
It was probably, I don't know, it was months ago. Months, to be honest. When I uploaded a video about how my aunt doesn't talk to me anymore because I'm fat.
You said a lot of... Honestly, like, that alone is bad. That's shitty to do. The other stuff that you said in that video, dog, really shows your ass.
I'm a little...
So wait, is she going to actually discuss Aunt Tammy in the year of our Lord 2025? Goddamn.
on edge about that. I ended up talking to her and my cousins regarding that video. I had no idea they were going to see it.
Please. You knew that your cousins and your aunt at one point watched your videos. So it would be better safe to assume that they saw that. I mean, hello. You were talking about them in the title. Like, of course that's going to draw their attention. And you knew.
I had no idea my aunt even watched my YouTube anymore. That is a true statement.
Eye roll.
I did not know that she watched all my videos.
See, I didn't know she watched all of them. I didn't know she watched all of them, you guys.
I will say, when I did upload the "my aunt doesn't speak to me anymore because I'm fat" video, I genuinely, at the time, that's like genuinely how I felt.
Amber, I don't question that, okay? I don't question that you are so freaking delusional that you will push the blame onto someone else's fat phobia like that. I fully believe that, girl, which also lends me to believe that you need actual inpatient at a care facility. I don't think you're cognizant enough to run your own life. God. You know, free Britney? Well, lock her up.
That doesn't mean that it's true.
Mama Lynn, you have the power to do the most funniest and vindictive thing ever. Put this girl in a conservatorship. See how much she wants to bitch and complain and yell at everyone then. Conservatorship abuse is not a joke. I'm not making light of that. Ambi could probably use it, though. Shit. Be like, okay, Pookie, you have $25 for your meals today. Make it work.
Or anything, and they were greatly offended.
Yeah, I would be too if I saw that. I was offended on their behalf.
But at the time, I was vulnerable and I was upset.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, Amber. It doesn't matter if you were in a shitty situation yourself. It does not give you the right to turn around and make a shitty situation for someone else.
And I really felt like blaming my weight on everything was just...
No, you weren't really blaming your weight, though. You were blaming your aunt. It had nothing to do, really, with your weight. And you wanted to just go and make up that lie, so...
like, the easiest way to go. Okay, taking accountability.
Brother, oh my god. Why did I know that this was going to be just some stupid bull? Oh my god. Everything she does is so self-gratifying, and it shows. She's like the worst director, you know? Like, I don't even know any that are this bad. Maybe Quentin Tarantino, just because of the feet thing, okay? That's him, right? The feet guy, Quentin Tarantino? I believe so. Like, it's just self-gratifying. You know what I mean? That's just the best way to describe Amberlynn's entire channel. It's self-gratification. It's all just a means for her to stroke herself, stroke her own ego. Uh God, y'all, this video is going to be so hard to get through. Damn, y'all, I just took a slight break and watched a bit of Beck's video that they released earlier, responding to Amberlynn's non-apology to them. Holy shit. The gloves are off, you guys. I'll do a reaction to it later. Today's going to be busy. Ugh.
Round of applause, round of applause.
You're a psycho.
I'm not gonna lie, no pun intended. I'm not gonna lie, I still do that now. I blame my weight on a lot of things.
And you blame a lot of the negativity that you give out on your weight as well. And the negativity that you get back, you blame that on your weight.
Sometimes it's things that like don't even make sense and aren't really justified.
You're right. You're right. Your Honor, the ankle is fat phobic.
It's hard. Like, I have a weight issue and I have, mental issues that cause, me.
Okay, but you can also get help for both of those things.
To be bigger. You don't just get this big for no reason. It just doesn't work that way.
I hate how cocky she is.
Like, of course, you can get, overweight. That's normal. But to become so morbidly obese, there's something wrong. And I kind of wanted to ignore all that and just be like, oh, my aunt doesn't talk to me because I'm fat.
Yeah, it's much easier for you to wrap it up in a different bow.
I just thought it would be easier. And
yeah.
Truly, back then, I did a lot of clickbait. And I think also
I mean, she did.
So that was very, eye-catching, and I knew that people would want to watch.
You knew... Wait. Are you talking about the aunt one specifically? You knew that your aunt would watch. And you knew that her kids would probably watch. You knew.
There's more to me than my weight when it comes to me and my aunt's, relationship.
Oh, trust. I believe. I think there's some real deep issues there.
I pushed her away because of just who I am and how I am as a person.
Okay. So common denominator Lynn here, okay, but you still don't think you're the problem in all your relationships.
And that's the truth, and it's really not, has anything to do with my weight. At the time I felt like that. Sometimes I still do. I really don't know. It's kind of crazy to me that, I am taking a lot of accountability.
Oh my God. I'm taking a lot of accountability, you guys. Wow, look at me. I'm taking so much accountability. Stupid.
And I feel myself being super vulnerable in this video. And I'm genuinely admitting to things that I know at the time.
Let's just say she is being honest and open about it all. Do you see how freaking easy it is, dude? So what is the point of lying? Because it doesn't matter if you come out a year or a few months later saying, I'm sorry, I lied about this, guys. It's because my fragile ego. No. Do you see how easy it is? And then it's literally half of the work down the road because you don't have to make a video apologizing for it. Fuck.
I did not want to admit to, being that vulnerable sometimes is really embarrassing. And
eye roll.
I felt a lot of shame there.
You know who sees vulnerability as embarrassing? Weak people.
And I kind of feel it now. I think I gave her a lot of excuses as to who I am.
Just like you do with your audience?
I fibbed to her a few times just so she would stay in my life. I know that sounds...
Kind of like you would do with your audience? And what's a fib, Amberlynn? Huh? You're saying a fib, but no, that tells me lie. That was a lie. You were lying to her. Okay.
So fucking strange, but
no, you're like not all there, dude. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want it to sound like, bad, but I just, I don't know, dude. There's just a bolt missing.
wow.
Also, I know I wasn't going to say it, but the amount of times that you could hear the word stupid on the tip of Karina's tongue in that last video she did about her live stream. Amber, I can't believe you're this ill-informed. I love it.
That is crazy behavior. So back then, I displayed a BPD symptom.
Eye roll. Of course. Here's the excuse.
A BPD
So if you have BPD now, you're just an inherent dirty fucking liar. I don't think so.
symptom that I also still struggle with, but I'm telling you, my early 20s, I was so bad with that. So what it is when
And yet you still haven't done real like therapy over a duration of time. Still haven't done that since then. So how do we expect to believe that you're any better? How do we expect to believe you're any better when it wasn't until Beck making a video specifically saying I wasn't even like in my head for this, dude. Like I just kept checking out. This was the worst time of my life. And she just now is realizing that, oh, I didn't see it that way. Like, she's deluded.
you feel like you're being abandoned by someone that you really care about, you go to like extreme lengths to try to get them not to abandon you. And me,
Amber, stop giving us your diagnosis and then a symptom of it to explain your shitty ass behavior. Stop. Stop. It does not justify it.
admitting that I would tell my aunt fibs just so she wouldn't leave my life is really sad to hear.
Eye roll. Yeah, what's Aunt Tammy think about you now?
Like, that is genuinely like, damn girl, you have been struggling for far too long. And I know I'm not perfect
Oh. Oh. Galactic size eyed roll.
now in 2025, but like the Amberlynn back then, 9 years ago, she didn't know all of the knowledge that I know now about
What?
BPD.
Amber, all you know is that it's a symptom. That's all you know, okay? And that's the only thing you're going to attribute it to. You're not going to actually learn from the experience. You're just going to learn how to justify it. So, and that's what abusers do. That's what abusers do, and that's what abusers who go to therapy do. They go to therapy to justify their own abuse and their own mistreatment of other people. They're not being honest, obviously, but that's what they do it for. And they hone their skills that way. That's all she's freaking doing here. And she's not even going to an actual therapist.
Doesn't make
Well, I don't know if she's actually seeing a therapist or not, but I mean, like, she should be in counseling, like, probably at least 2 times a week.
those things right or okay. But like looking back and now having an explanation is just
Eye roll. An excuse. You mean an excuse.
like, whoa.
I can't believe she's this daft. I really can't, dude. Like, I don't know. Like I said, cognitively, not much happening.
I don't know. That's really all I want to say regarding that is no, my aunt, she didn't stop talking to me because I'm fat. She stopped talking to me because of the issues I brought upon her, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet you're a stressful ass person to just even talk to, dude.
And if she's watching this, I am so sorry. And I really just.
Oh my god. Eye roll. And what, is it going to cut back to her crying on the sofa?
I wish I could change.
Ew.
That breaks my heart to see myself like that, because I know that I was struggling and I didn't understand why I was the way I was in any regard. And it's like, now as a 34-year-old woman, I was.
Oh, now she's a woman. Now she's not a girl. Now she's a woman. Okay. Well, you were a woman back then too, Amber. You were like 25 or 26. Shut up. What the fuck?
Literally 25 then. I was.
Yeah, you were a woman. You were a grown up.
Just in my mid-20s. I had no idea why I was the way I was. So being able to kind of.
And you should have by that point, okay? Usually people start to figure their ish out by mid-20s or so. You should have started getting there.
Like, figure that out now. Like, I feel bad that I've let down that girl from 9 years ago because I didn't do it.
Oh. Oh. After I tell her to apologize to that girl? Okay.
Sooner, but I'm also glad that I'm doing it now.
Oh, are you? Are you, Amber? You're not doing anything, dude. All you're doing is ass patting yourself from 10 years ago. The fuck? You're doing a good job, sweetie.
Because I really want my aunt back. Like.
Yeah. Is Aunt Tammy isn't even in her life now. Like.
It affects me. It really does. Sorry. Okay. The next thing.
Okay, on to the next.
Is my weight. I wouldn't say I've lied to you guys per se about it, but I definitely haven't been like.
Wow, considering in the last Big Cherry Retro React, which was months before this video, you said, I'm losing weight, I'm doing great, and here we are. Obviously, she's lying.
Very into like telling you guys my weight. All right, you guys, so here's the moment that.
She really thinks that this is what people have the most issues with, is this video. It really isn't. Like, there's a few things in this that people were upset about, but, like, this is not the reason why people don't like you, Amber, and this is not the reason why people don't trust you either. I don't know how you don't get this. My God, dude. And at this point, the member-only live streams just proves it. She does not have supporters. And if she does, it's literally less than 100. So, who is all this for then, dude? 100 people? 100 people. When you could actually try to start taking real accountability for the major effed up ish you've done. And maybe that could turn a larger percentage of people more. They're not going to like you. I mean, let's just get that squared away. But maybe you can find more of a middle ground with more people if you just actually fessed up.
Made it to where like no one ever believes my weigh-in videos. Like, people have been saying I've been lying about my weight since the end of time.
Well, it's also because you were lying about it during the Beck era. So, and we have confirmation now that you were lying about it during the Beck era. So,
when in actuality, the only time that I have ever lied about my weight was during this moment in this video.
Bull. Sorry, excuse me. That snuck up on me. Bull. Girl, you such a lie.
And I forget how I even did that. Like, I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, I just want to keep watching.
Eye roll. This is so manufactured. Like, did she write down timestamps and exactly what she was going to say for it? Right? That's kind of what it's giving. Just script.
I'm fluctuating a lot currently.
Oh, shocker.
With my weight. It's frustrating because I'll do really.
You know what's frustrating? That freaking smacking. Oh my God.
Good at something and then I will mess up, and then I'll do really good at something and then I'll mess up. This used to happen to me a lot where I would lose like 4 pounds and then gain it back. But now currently it's to the point where I gain I lose about 15, 20 pounds and then I gain it back. And that's really bad for me.
Yeah, that is really bad. But that's also an indicator of the damage that has already been done.
And I haven't really been 100% honest about that, because whenever someone asks me, oh.
So is that why it's like so alarming to see her go from like video to video? Because I mean, it literally sometimes looks like there is a 5 pound difference in her face alone. Sometimes, like,
Oh, she's gaining weight or whatever. I always just say I'm losing.
ding, ding, ding. And then that carried through for quite a while as well. I'm not going to necessarily say that during Whitey, Emily, all that, that you weren't dishonest, because I don't trust your weigh-ins just in general. I just don't.
I don't know.
You remember during the last weight loss injection arc thing, whatever she did, it was Ozempic or whatever. She was, hold on, sorry, my brain. She said that she was going to weigh herself once she got below a certain weight. I don't remember what that weight was. It might have been 500 or like 490. I think it was around there. And then once she claimed to have gotten below that, she refused. She did not weigh in on camera. So, whoops, sorry.
I don't need the backlash. So I do understand myself back then. Like,
Of course.
I understand why I would say.
But also, like, just keep it offline then. But you already dug your grave by that point, essentially, with the audience. So, yeah. It would have just been another thing that Amberlynn starts and then fails, which, of course.
Because I was not used to the hate. I was not used to the backlash.
Maybe not to the extent she was getting it at that point, but she has literally had haters since the very beginning. So,
Now, I don't care if you guys know how much I've gained, how much I've lost, how much I'm maintaining. Like,
okay, but you guys, I'm gaining rapidly, so we're just gonna stop weigh-ins. Can't do it.
obviously, because I'm used to the backlash.
Because she's protecting her peace.
I'm used to the hate. But back then, like, I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want you guys to know. But I should have just ignored it. I shouldn't have lied. I shouldn't have led you guys astray.
I mean, you started very early on recording your videos with haters in mind, and I think that was really when the downfall happened, other than just who you are as a person.
I was losing weight when I wasn't. That's not okay. And that has definitely made it to where it's hard for you guys to believe me now, which I understand that. But
you also don't weigh in on camera. You don't do things to help the trust.
Was 9 years ago. Since that video,
And you've lied about weighing in since then. Is this in retaliation to Beck saying, yeah, she definitely weighed more than she claimed? Okay.
I can tell you, I have never lied about my weight since then.
Yeah, Amby, I believe that. I believe that. And if you buy that too, you guys, you too can be a proud new homeowner of beachfront property, oceanfront property in Illinois.
At all. I don't want it. I just feel like it's so much safer to just say what people want to hear and what I feel like people will not hate me for. I don't know how to explain it, but I can.
Yeah, you got a fragile ego, we know.
110% say I've never been 500 pounds. I know a lot of people are.
Not yet. You have never been 500 pounds yet.
Saying, oh, she's 500 pounds, she's about to be 650 pounds. Like, this is never.
God damn. People were saying that back then. She said, yeah, hold my beer. I'm gonna show you what 600 pounds really looks like. Fuck.
happened. I was absolutely being honest there. And a lot of people even think now, like, oh, you've been 600 pounds. Oh, you're 650 right now. Oh, you're 700. People have always crazily overestimated like how much
Crazily.
I actually weigh. My highest weight is...
Well, Amber, you know what would stop people from doing that? Being nearly 600 pounds. What's the difference between 574.2 and 600? Huh? Shut up.
485, and right now, today,
Like that. What's the difference? 485, 500. What's the frickin' difference?
weighed...
That's one bad weekend away.
476, I think it was. And currently, right now, I am losing weight.
See, how are we supposed to trust that when you just said, when you say, I'm losing weight?
Like, I'm not gaining. I promise you that. I have been weighing myself.
I don't know, dude. The body language of it all tells me dead ass lie. Just lying through her freaking teeth. She can't make eye contact with us or herself. She can't even look at herself during all of this. She's looking up, down, leaning forward, shaking her head. Like, come on.
Practically every day. I skip a few days here and there.
Ambi, if you take me to court, I will personally hire a body language expert just to analyze you in the courtroom as well.
And the scale is going down, and I'm in fear it's going to go back up again because my mind always wins. Losing weight is mind over matter, and that's just how it's always been. And I feel like...
I mean, she's technically not wrong there. I do give her credit that there are physical disadvantages that make it a lot harder for her to lose weight. But those were all brought on by herself. She neglected herself for this long. So, well, you wanted to put off the work those extra years, girl. Now you're going to have to put even more work into it.
My mind is so strong with some things, but I feel like my weight is just like, ugh.
Yeah, your mind's so strong. Sharp as a tack.
Anyways, the next thing is about my girlfriend, Destiny's weight gain, and if she's actually gained weight.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through this video. Oh my god.
So before we continue to see what I said about Destiny, I think this is another prime example of I should have just ignored it, and I shouldn't have mentioned my partner's weight gain, weight loss, whatever it may be. But I have a feeling I'm going to say to like protect Destiny, I lied.
Oh, go figure. Did Destiny ask you to protect her?
Told you guys that Destiny has not gained weight since she's been with me.
How are you going to make a bold-faced freaking lie like that? Holy shit. Destiny was a completely different person when she first met you, dog. Lord.
Said that at least 100 times.
And that's not all Amberlynn's fault, okay? It's not. She was not 100% dictating what the other person put into their mouth. So, that's not all Amberlynn's fault. But it is a byproduct of the influence of the Lynn.
But she has gained weight since she's been with me. We're not surprised, Amberlynn. We're not surprised.
Yeah, everyone gains weight when they're with you because you're a feeder also.
I do want to say, before she met me, she gained weight from birth control.
Okay, but we had no freaking clue who she even was before you met her. So, why the hell does that matter? We're talking about from the point that she first appeared on camera to now. Who the hell cares what happened prior?
A lot of people are like, why'd she take birth control? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like...
See, this is another prime example of shit that doesn't need to be shared on the internet.
It's not really your business. Like, I don't want to say...
Okay, so then don't even bring it up. Dumb ass.
Girl, you should have just said that when people are like, has she gained weight? You should have also been like, That's none of your business. But I think I understand why I didn't say that is because if I would have said that's none of your business, then people would assume that she gained weight. And
So just blatantly lying is fine. Let people assume whatever the hell they want. But so you're gonna lie instead. Okay, no, that makes so much sense, Amby.
my idea,
It tells you exactly the type of person that Amber is. If even something that small she has to lie for, then you can't trust a damn thing that comes out her mouth.
the time of protecting Destiny was to let people know that no, she did not. A lot of people are confused because they're like, she's a lesbian. Why does she need birth control? There is other reasons.
And Amber, in 2025, you could have cut all of this unnecessary stuff out. If you can look back and say this was not needed, this is not necessary, then you can cut that out now. Huh? But no.
Why people need birth control, and I just don't really want to say that. Destiny did give me permission to talk about her weight and just explain to you guys that I have been trying to protect her feelings.
Oh, how noble of you.
When I moved in with her, or we like moved in together in our apartment, she weighed 181 pounds.
Okay.
And
we're just going right into the actual weight. All right, Amby.
And as of today, she weighs 206.
I would have guessed more, but okay. Okay,
this is weird behavior. Now I'm like giving specifics. I went from wanting to protect Destiny to...
You could have also cut this out. You could have cut this out.
Now like giving specifics of like how much she's gained. That's weird. I should have just stuck with, yeah, I lied about that. Let's move on.
Eye roll.
So she's gained about 25 pounds. On her body structure, of course, that's really horrible, and I feel really bad, and I blame myself so much.
No, it sounds like you blame the birth control.
I do. She's never been
a
healthy eater, though, I will say that.
Wait, is this she doesn't know nutrition like I do?
But I feel like it's only gotten a little worse since she's been with me.
Well, because you guys only go out to freaking eat like twice a day.
And I feel horrible about it. Like, I don't want to go into any more with that. I just feel freaking horrible, and I want her to lose weight more than I want myself to lose weight because I care about her and love her more than I love.
Eye roll, dude. Oh my god.
Of myself. And when I see her eat something that's bad for her, it breaks my heart because she doesn't understand nutrition like I do. She doesn't understand.
Amber, it's not funny when you do it. Okay? It's not funny.
Nutrition like I do.
It's a very clear representation of how deluded and selfish your thinking is. And of course, you just find it so funny. The laughing joke is how crazy you are, and you're saying that. That's what the joke is, Amber, okay? So it's not funny when the ass backwards bonkers lady comes in like, hey guys, remember when I said this? No, it doesn't work.
That went viral, and I don't, like, who's gonna listen to me? Look at me.
Yeah, Amber, it went viral because look at you.
You know, that's just how...
Sorry, but, like, it's the same thing with your stupid dipping pizza in Doritos. Like, you are the joke, dude. You're the joke. And the joke is you think you're in on it.
I did not want this video to be like this, but I should have known.
Oh, should have known. She just always has to pull out the fake waterworks.
Okay, so something else I've lied about is the job I had in Florida.
Oh? Okay.
I told you guys.
This is a lot of stuff that we are going over. I mean, she's basically doing this for us. Like, oh, you're in the middle of Destiny era? Here you go. Here's everything that I lied about during that so you can be all caught up.
that I was a PCA worker at a assisted living facility full-time, and I wasn't. I was a PCA worker at assisted living facility, but I was not full-time. You guys,
see, even this was a lie, I believe.
Guys, I miss that job so much. That is by far my favorite job that I've ever had.
Eye roll. You were a volunteer.
It was so rewarding, and the people I met were absolutely amazing.
You shouldn't be around anyone that is considered by the state as vulnerable. Absolutely not.
So I would go in there on my days off. Me and Destiny would go in there on our days off, and I would do a lot of volunteering. I even did it on days where Destiny wasn't working because I genuinely enjoyed being there and being with the residents. So I think the reason
What a crock.
why I was like, yeah, I work full time is because I did go there.
The only time she ever worked when Destiny wasn't there was when she was apparently scheduled to. She would only ever volunteer when Destiny was on the clock, and then she got told very quickly, you're not allowed to do that. You got in so much trouble at that job, dude. So, like, how are you going to say that was by far your favorite job? You were getting in trouble left and right.
During a full-time shift, because when Destiny was working, because we worked together, I would also go there with her. I don't know why I couldn't have, like, literally just said that, though. Like, I don't know.
Amber, you were lying. You're still lying. Still lying, so...
I had to say that I, like, worked full-time. I should have just said I have a part-time job, but I'm there full.
Can you, like, actually address what people are talking about right now and not, you know, do this bullshit? Like, who really talks about this shit anymore? Like, my God. She goes back to the same video every single time when she wants to feign taking accountability. But there's so many other videos that are the problem.
I worked 4 hours. It started off.
See, why you having to do so much looking up to the sky thinking? Huh?
4 hours a day for 3 days. And then I got 4 hours a day for 4 days. And then I got 4 hours a day for 5 days. And then eventually I was 4 hours a day for 6 days. And then I started covering a lot of other just random shifts, like 8-hour shifts, and I did a 16-hour shift one time. I'm telling you, that 16-hour shift...
See, this is all bogus.
...was rough. I was there the whole...
This is bogus. Absolutely.
...day, and then the whole night, and then I had to wake up the residents, change their Depends, and shower some of them, and I was, like, half asleep. I was like, this is the first time I've ever done this, like a 16-hour shift.
See, there's no way that they would have had her showering them. There's no way. Because do we remember the time when she was there with Casey, her coworker, and someone slipped and fell, and it was just the two of them, and Amber was not able to help? They would not have her doing that. Absolutely not.
But honestly, still...
They had her once sit in the room when one patient was in the bathroom. She filmed it and then quickly was never, ever allowed in the patient's rooms again. So she was getting in trouble left and right for the shit she was doing.
Such a rewarding job, no matter how tired I was.
Okay.
I was part-time. I was always on call, but I was...
See, that's not how that works.
Part-time. I lied to you guys and said...
She was saying I started working up to 6 days a week. That's still a lie then. And you want to claim that you were part-time? That's still a lie. Right?
I was a full-time. Because...
Why are we crying about this? What? Oh, you hear Gooby getting up.
I felt so guilty about my life in Florida. I mean, my life in Virginia. Sorry, I've lived so many places, I don't even know anywhere. Okay. I felt so guilty about my life.
Look how quickly she pulls it in.
In Virginia, I lived with my ex-girlfriend for almost 4 years without a job, and I lived off of her parents. And all right, so here
you're a mooch.
I feel like I'm just making excuses for the lie that I told because the
What?
excuse doesn't even make sense. Like, I should have been proud of the fact that I even got a part-time job after spending so many years without a job. Like, I should have been.
Of course. Of course, Amber can't help herself. She's got to pad the shelf. My God, dude. Once again, with the self-gratifying in every single freaking video. She can't help herself.
Proud of that, but instead it's almost like I felt ashamed, which is really weird.
So weird.
I got a lot of beef because of that online, and a lot of people didn't understand why I didn't have a job at the time and this and that.
It's because you were lazy.
So I wanted you guys to be proud of me.
Because even when the means got to you, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Even when she had the means of actually getting somewhere, because it was always transportation, that was always the reason why. Even after that, all she could be bothered to do was go out and shop and eat. So, ugh.
And I didn't want you guys to think I was some helpless person, and
no, we never thought you were. We thought you were manipulative and taking advantage of that family. That's what it was.
I thought by saying I had a full-time job that it would make me seem like some freaking awesome person, and really it didn't.
Ow. Same girl, by the way, that was making Facebook posts assuming that someone else thought they were better than her because they had a job. Oh, shocker.
I don't know why I lied about that. Besides the point is I almost needed confirmation from other people.
Oh, shocker.
That
fragile ego, once again. And it continues throughout the years. So, like, it's just so annoying.
I was capable to be in this world. Validation. Validation is the word I was looking for. I felt like I needed validation from other people. I felt like people...
And you still do.
...would think that a part-time job...
What is all of this, anytime you step foot out of your apartment, someone compliments you? What's that, Amber? Is that not validation? And you wanting to portray to your audience that you are validated? Oh, wow. Listen, she might have changed the package, but it's the same cookie.
Isn't as good as a full-time job. But Amberlynn, it was.
Eye roll. Didn't Destiny say she wasn't even working? Like, it was just volunteer?
It's good enough. I just wish you believed it then.
Eye roll. Amber, this is taking accountability, okay? Not kissing your not 10-year-old. Like, oh my God, not kissing your past self's ass.
Sometimes I just felt like... Why do I live off of everybody? Why can't I...
Well, yeah. Okay, valid. Why are you such a mooch?
Support myself.
And listen, if YouTube never became, like, poppin' for her, I don't think things would have changed. She would have kept bleeding people dry until she had no one.
I did not want to...
Which is still what she did, but it turned to more like emotional bleeding.
Live off of Destiny. And when I was living in Florida at the beginning, I did not make enough money on YouTube.
Yeah, we know. We know. You were claiming, though.
Lied about that. I did not make enough money on YouTube to support us.
No shit, dude. No shit. If by Nick point you guys were in the diner and you were bragging to your whole table of friends for some reason that you make $142 a month. Like, you don't say. You don't say you weren't making enough.
At all. Now I will say YouTube income is incredible, and I'm so grateful for you guys because
even by this point, it was mostly haters watching. She already had a major controversy.
It really helps. It doesn't just help me, but it helps Destiny, and it helps her mom when she needs something. And
you hold it over their heads, though.
I want to be that person. I'm so tired of just living off other people. I got so used to it.
The thing is, Amber, even to this day, you live off of other people. You can't do anything without your mom's help. You can't do anything without a caretaker girlfriend there for you. Like, you're still living off people, dude. Like, oh, okay, wow, congrats. You don't financially leech off of people, but you still do, actually, because look at Beck.
Being a foster care kid, like, because I was in foster care for
That's not an excuse.
so many years of my life, and I lived with so many families and group homes and children's shelters that I was so used to just relying on other people. And
that's not an excuse, girl. You were told at multiple points throughout your life, you got to get your shit together. Like, come on, what are you doing? And you would have your little panic attacks.
I didn't want to do that in Florida. And
ew, a whole freaking moth just landing on her dusty head.
I had a moth on my head. That's cute. Just then, if you guys rewind and go look at that.
Oh.
I wanted to change when I moved to Florida, and
and magically that didn't happen without Amberlynn putting in work. Go figure.
Knew the only job I could possibly get was working with Destiny, because not a lot of people want an obese girl.
I mean, don't just say an obese girl, a super morbidly obese girl, okay? Like, yeah, Amber, you can't do physical jobs like that. Sorry, you have to be able to do certain things. You could have gotten a job in a ton of other places, just not with Destiny.
I don't. And I'm very grateful for, I have a job here. I haven't yet started because they haven't yet contacted me yet, which is a bunch of BS.
What a great way to start it. Already calling your employer BS. I already have a job here, but they haven't even contacted me yet. I applied to the job. They haven't said anything, but I got it.
To me, this is a big process. And, like, YouTube is a job right now. It's reliable income.
Listen, is YouTube great? Yes. Is it reliable? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Something could always happen.
And it's a lot of income, and I'm appreciating it so much. Like, I don't even need a job outside of YouTube, but I feel like because of all those years that I didn't have a job while living in Virginia, that I...
Listen, 1,000%, if I did not have Goo, I would have found another part-time job or something for it. Like, I would have, but love him to death, but he's a handful.
need a job. I need to pay back. I need to... It's like a whole thing, but I just want to do it.
I mean, you do have some karmic debt to pay back, girl. Yeah, but I don't think it comes in the form of money.
No. Anyways, it sounds to me like I had a lot of guilt for not having a job while living in Virginia. And I think maybe...
Oh, yeah, just in Virginia? What about Arizona? And how about Oklahoma before that? You were feeling bad because, Amber, you leeched off of everyone your entire life. And you still do. You still do. It's just by a different means.
That's why, like, in the recent years, I have been so giving.
Yeah, so giving. Beck, $200, is that enough? Oh, you're crying? Fucking psycho.
Like, giving money and buying people gifts and buying people things, and a lot of people are like, oh, you're buying love, which...
Yes.
Maybe that's a huge part of it, too.
Wait, that shrug, that was actually funny. I'll give her that. She's like, okay, hey, maybe you're right.
But I also think it's me just, like, making up.
No. all those times that you would buy like a enormous amount of Christmas gifts and let them open it early whenever you got into a fight. Like, girl, it was 1,000% all manipulation. Always has been. Always has been. And it wouldn't be the issue of you do these things. That wouldn't be the issue. My issue more so is that you have to turn around and be validated for doing it, which, if you're a good person, you do good things without needing the validation. Duh. Um, but you just, girl, I, you just, I don't think your priorities are straight.
All that I was given when I was in need. Something else I've lied about is my blood pressure. On several occasions, I have said I don't have diabetes, I don't have high blood pressure, I don't have high cholesterol, I don't have this or that, whatever.
Ow. Ow. And mind you, this is about 100 pounds ago, y'all. Well, not really. She claims to be 470, so she claims nowadays she's only 30 pounds heavier. 40.
All of that is true, besides the blood pressure. I don't have high blood pressure, but I have borderline high blood.
So, a high blood pressure. She has high blood pressure, yes. Yeah. Remember during Crystal era Retro Reacts, her and Crystal went and she did the blood arm thing in the pharmacy? And y'all clocked her. You're like, bitch, that is high blood pressure. And she's all like, oh, it's perfect.
Blood pressure, where it's like semi-high, it's not high enough for me to take a...
So how are you going to tell me that nowadays it's fine and dandy? There's no way. That's why your extremities are turning purple, dude. Okay? I can only imagine how long the legs have been purple, but like the arms now going purple too. It's getting grim.
pill.
And clearly she's heavy on the Reed side of the family. So didn't her dad lose a foot? Like, it's serious shit.
But it is there. This is another example of like, I just should have ignored it. I can understand not wanting to like tell people.
I mean, yeah, that's medical stuff. Like, you don't need to go talking about that to begin with. But
Like,
unfortunately, your health got to the point where it resulted in medical stuff. So
medical stuff. But instead of saying
medical stuff.
and like, I don't have high blood pressure, just like never talk about the topic. And just an update on that.
Wow, incredible, Amber. Incredible. What is all this for? This is not taking accountability for any of the most recent things. So what are we doing?
I don't have diabetes. I still don't have pre-diabetes, but
you need to be tested to know that, Amber.
I still do have borderline high blood pressure, but it's
high blood pressure, but she is like under 100 beats a minute resting.
Never been to the point of like doctors wanting to put me
not under 100 because that's like most people, duh. But she claimed she has really low heart rate
on medication, and
it's because it's pumping through gravy. Sorry.
It's a little scary, let's be real.
Let's see.
I just want
oh my god, look at her forcing it.
Be a healthy person. Like, this video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Viral.
Yep, that's another moment that went viral.
Wow, incredible, Ambi. You're oh so famous and popular. Oh my gosh, guys. She had 2 viral moments from her video. Oh my god. Oh my god. She's such a sensation. Shut up. Fucking A. And it's not viral, Amber. It's just an inside joke within the community. Let's really think about how many people really know these references and the video specifically. It's not that many people, okay? You're not some fucking Kardashian or like anything like that, girl.
And I also was noticing while I'm watching this, why am I so whiny? Like, I'm giving whiny.
Amber, you still do. I hope that helps.
And it's making me cringe, just like the slightest bit.
Oh my god. This video is so pointless, you guys. It honestly is. This is a pointless ass video. Is this all just a means for her to keep padding her shelf? It's what she's always done, and she always results back to this video.
Fuck me, like, damn.
Ew.
Excuse me, Amberlynn, what'd you just say? Excuse my language if you're...
Bruh, this is so fake.
Young. Okay.
Yeah, you would know there's probably a lot of young people watching you, huh? You would know. You probably talk to them.
I want people to think...
All jokes and opinions stated during this video are just that. Jokes and opinions. Fucking A.
I was healthy, even though I have unhealthy written all over me. Like, this is not good.
Yeah, even your brain.
People think I'm promoting obesity and I'm not.
No, I would say you more so promote just unhealthy relationships with everything in your life. That's what you promote.
I'm just trying to promote, like, love yourself no matter what while you're trying to better yourself. But it's like, don't be this person. I still agree with that. Like, I will never promote morbid obesity.
There was a moment where you were singing to the tune and dance of Health at Every Size.
Obviously, like, I am just a human existing, and I'm
all jokes and opinions stated during this video are just that, jokes and opinions. I don't know if you're human.
also trying to show that, like, you can love yourself and be confident, all while trying to improve. Like, I don't...
Wow, okay. It took you 34 years to figure that out?
think that anyone should be this size and be okay with that. Like,
okay. But you seem pretty freaking okay with it.
there's a difference. But back to what I was...
There's a difference? How? You're still kind of just accepting it and letting it happen. So is that not in turn promoting it?
saying about, like, wanting people to think I was healthy. Like, I get that because there's such a stigma on, like, bigger bodies.
Yeah, but we're not talking about other bigger bodies, Amber. We're talking about you, and you have a documented track record, okay? Okay? Like, I don't just see your average bigger person in public and be like thinking all the things that I think when I look at you, you know? It doesn't apply to them. If they're a horrible, disgusting, terrible person, then free range. But
in worse health. And honestly, it's true.
free range, or I don't know what the saying is. I don't care. You know what I mean. This video is almost an hour and a half. We need to just get this done.
Statistically, it is true. Yes, skinny people have heart attacks.
Oh my god.
Skinny people have diabetes. Skinny people. But bigger people are more prone to these things. Like, it's not good.
You're pretty much guaranteed. You're pretty much guaranteed, dog, okay? The fact that you just haven't gone to get checked doesn't mean that you don't have it, okay? I really don't think you're some medical anomaly like that.
And I know I have high blood pressure because my eating habits and because I'm morbidly obese, and I haven't been tested for diabetes or, you know, cholesterol or whatever in a while. So
yeah, and I don't think she has either to this day.
I don't.
Maybe during the therapy for weight loss surgery era, maybe, but I don't know.
No, but I can safely say that, like, if I eat a lot of sugar or whatever, like, I don't feel any differently. So I want to assume I don't have diabetes, but I'm just purely assuming, you guys. I really don't know. Thankfully, this time I'm not just guessing, and I actually do know.
Oh, do you?
And that's what scares me.
When did she just magically go to the doctors all of a sudden?
I currently don't have a doctor right now. I'm trying to get on an insurance plan and it's just not working. I don't understand why. This also happened in Virginia. Ooh, like, I don't even know.
I find it interesting that she chose a Destiny era video to prove to us how much she has changed. She even knows now that she doesn't have diabetes. Oh, wow.
So I'm trying to figure everything out, and I'm just trying so hard to treat my body the way I should have been treating it from the beginning. And sometimes my mind just, it overpowers me, and I don't know how. Like, it takes control of my whole body, toes to my head. I don't get it.
Girl, I don't get how you still got the toes. All jokes and opinions.
Okay, so this last one kind of goes hand in hand. Why I don't vlog as much versus why do I ride a scooter in Walmart and why do I sit in the car?
You still do this today, Amber? Huh?
When Destiny goes in the store a lot. It's because I can't breathe. No.
No, I believe you.
I've gotten to the point in my life, and since I've gained so much weight, everything is hard.
Oh my god, I forgot how much tears are in this.
People ask if showering is hard. Yes.
Duh.
So in this video that I'm actually reacting to, at the time I was living in Destiny's mom's house, and the shower that she had was like...
Oh, we're addressing the... Amberlynn did not shower. Oh my god. Okay.
This old-fashioned, like...
You've already explained this, girl. You've already explained this. And, like, I understand why that would be a difficult situation for you. Never questioned that. Never, ever did. I questioned why you allowed it to get that bad and why you continued to allow it to get worse. Like, come on. Even at Crystal's, you couldn't use the shower that was meant for you. So,
small tub that, like, was on feet, and it was...
I have always wanted a, footed bathtub. Oh, they're so gorgeous.
So tall, and, like, the feet were so small that every single day I had to take, like, a shower outside of the shower.
Now, Destiny said you weren't doing that.
Showering at that time was, like, virtually impossible, or, like, a normal shower. Like, I made sure to clean my body.
I guarantee it wasn't enough. I mean, obviously it wasn't. Obviously.
Almost every single day, but, like, I never stepped in the shower. And to wash my hair, I had to, like, put my head down and, like, wash it that way, like, in the tub. It was rough. It was hard. It was embarrassing. People ask if I can wear a seatbelt.
I mean, shit. If it's summertime in Kentucky, just take her outside, spray her with the hose. Sorry.
No, they don't fit me. People ask if going up the stairs is hard. Yes. People
because of her heel spur.
Ask, why do I ride a freaking Walmart cart?
You notice how she didn't address that? She's not going to say, oh, I don't do that anymore. Yeah, go figure. Nothing's changed, huh, Amby?
Not only is it my foot, that is the 100% truth. I do have either a heel spur or a plantar, whatever. I have not gone to a doctor for it, but it's also because...
Okay, well, there's your issue then.
I get so winded so fast, and it's because of my weight. And
yeah, it's got nothing to do with the foot.
God.
I do almost guarantee her feet are probably killing her. But it's from the weight. Sorry if that sounds dismissive, but 1,000%.
But I would do anything to be able to vlog how I want to, but I feel like the only reason why...
More tears.
I mean, what am I trying to say? I feel like the only time I vlog is when I'm sitting, or
yeah,
when I have air, like even just sitting here, like sometimes I feel like I'm out of breath. And
yeah,
and it's because of my weight, and I know you guys see it too, and like hashtag relatable girl, because I still struggle with that. I have gone through waves where my stamina has been worse and then better and then worse and then better again. My stamina then at the age of 25 is probably very similar to how my stamina is now.
So not good at all? Because 25 is complaining about how terrible it is. But you want to prove to us, oh, it's so great, you guys. My stamina's so great. Walking miles with Twinkie.
The only difference is I actually push myself to do more.
Which is crazy. At 25, you weren't pushing yourself to do more physically? Like, and Amber, you're not pushing yourself more. You're not. Because you were going out and doing stuff still around this time. It might have been modified, but you were still getting out and doing a lot of stuff at this point. You don't do that much nowadays, except for when mom comes around. So, yeah, no. I think you're probably worse off.
Times where I'm like, where I am in the store. Like, I do go in the store. Like, I don't just not.
And she recently proved that, yeah, she's clipping out all of her heavy breathing.
There are times where I'm in there and I want to show you guys something cool, but I'm like, I'm not going to be able to talk because I can barely breathe because I'm standing and walking. And it's
terrible, you poor thing. Standing and walking? Oh my God.
Really embarrassing. As I was describing.
Listen, I don't hold any judgment towards people that do actually have difficulties doing those things. Okay, but I'm sure a lot of you didn't do those things to yourself. You know what I mean?
That, I think it made me realize that my stamina is actually better than it was then.
Bullshit. Bullshit. You ain't getting out and doing nearly as much as you were back then, dog. There's no way. Because I vlogged while I was in Target recently, and I was up walking. You vlogged in the stores back then too, so what's your point?
In there for like 2 hours. So it actually makes me kind of proud of myself, low key.
Shocker. Was this video to take accountability or to make yourself feel better? Because it seems like it's the latter. What are we doing, dude? This is so freaking pointless. Oh my God.
And I used to not be that person, and moving.
Okay. Amber, it sounds like you've always been that person.
Florida really messed with me. It really, truly did. It made me.
Listen, I don't get. Well, she wants to portray it as that's the only issues. It's because she thought she was moving into this idyllic, perfect thing, this perfect relationship, perfect scenario, and then the rug of reality, got pulled out from underneath her. So that's what I think it more is, She thought real life was going to be a whole lot easier than it actually was.
So much worse off physically? Ooh, girl, and it's only gonna get worse. And that actually makes me really sad because pretty soon you're gonna have a moment in your life. It's only gonna be about 6 months long. But you're gonna be like,
I'm side-eyeing.
Low-key bedbound?
So, a year? No. Now it's 6 months. But another time it's 8 months. And another time it's 9. But now it's 6. Amber. Beck, I highly doubt you're watching, but please confirm or deny how long exactly was this beach bedbound. And Amber, I would say you are borderline still bedbound now, okay? Just gonna say that. Borderline. Because you can't convince me you're up around walking in stores for 2+ hours when you can't even go grocery shopping in Walmart without needing a cart. I wish I could just go back to that time or even prior to, like when I was in Virginia, and I wish I could have just stayed on my weight loss journey, genuinely. Eye roll. There was no way. There was no way, Amber, because the accountability that needed to be taken was for your mental health. Weight loss would have came secondary if you got your shit figured out better, but you didn't, so.
Because I let myself go. I stopped caring. I I met Destiny.
Okay. So, if you're allowed to stop caring, why aren't we? Right? If you're allowed to stop caring about your life and your health, why aren't we?
And she was very set in her weight, and she didn't understand like how to lose weight or anything. And so like I kind of got in that groove where
So, again, it's someone else's fault. That's what you're saying. It's someone else's fault. But every time a girlfriend breaks up with you, they go to lose the weight that they put on with you. Okay.
I didn't care either because she accepted me and she loved me. And
Like, Destiny definitely didn't slim down after getting with Amber because she went right to Dana. But I think Destiny got healthier during that time period.
I regret it. I fucked up. Look at me, a fuck up. That's
Yeah, go figure. Story of your life.
really all I can say.
And once again, all this bashing yourself for what? For people to be like, no, Amber. No, you're not a fuck up. No one's perfect, sweetie. For what?
I think that's it for now.
Amber, this is not transformative comment or content, okay? I think the original creator of this video should flag this video for copyright and take her to court.
I hope you guys appreciate this video. I feel like so many people are going to be yelling and mad, and the comments are going to be harsh, and I don't think
I mean, yeah. 2025, Amber, just you wait what the comments are going to be.
I want to be able to read the comments. Yep, girl, this video made a lot of people mad, and still 9 years later, people bring up this very video. And
Yeah, people also bring up 9 years later your creepy behavior towards children, your abuse of your partners, the physical, financial, emotional, all that. Um, Coercing a minor for photos, aka Casey. Like there's a whole lot, but you don't want to address any of that. Oh, but the abuse of my partners. Oh well, I didn't see it that way. Oh, it's almost like you're an unconscionable evil, dude.
still, if I could go back in time, I would still film it.
I'm sure you would.
I remember after I filmed it, like a weight just like came off of me. It made it to where people didn't trust me anymore, which definitely fucking sucked. But
Amber, that wasn't the reason. That wasn't the reason why people flat out said, I cannot trust this person anymore. It was a culmination of a bunch of different things, and that video might have been part of it, but it's just a fraction, girl. And once again, as always, you're cherry picking.
I no longer was guilty, and I no longer was lying to my audience.
Okay. Okay. So 9 years ago was when the slate was wiped clean and she never lied ever again. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I totally believe that.
I really don't. So this video,
What about all the lying you did during Beck? Like, ugh.
I'm not read
How about lying that Wipey, Feline, Jade aren't the same person?
them. But if you guys watch this straight through, I appreciate it so much. This took so much nerve. I can't even explain how much nerve this took. But I appreciate you
Oh, girl, you definitely got nerve. You definitely have a whole lot of fucking nerve. I'll tell you that.
guys watching this, and I really hope you guys don't hate me.
No, I think I hate you a fraction percent more. With a cherry on top.
I'm a human. I make mistakes. I'm not.
You're an abuser, though. There's a difference. There's a difference between being human and making foolish mistakes, misguided mistakes, and stuff like that. Even if it results in people getting hurt, there is leeway in there. If there is accountability. I think for all the nasty and evil that Amberlynn has done in her life, that I don't think there's any real amount of accountability other than going just into inpatient like facility care would handle or take care of. You know what I mean?
Perfect, and I was just trying to protect myself, and while doing so, I not only hurt me, but I probably hurt you guys. So
Wow.
I still hope you guys enjoyed this video for what it's worth, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Worth.
Wow, that was a lot. I did take accountability.
She's like, look, guys, I've been taking accountability for years.
But I also had a lot of like weird random excuses and like whiny
And you still always do.
behavior that I
Still do.
was not jiving with. So I
And you still do.
think I can understand why my audience was like, girl, this is not cool. But at the same time, I want to sit here and make it.
So she's really spending all of this time and energy to convince like 100 people, if that she is, you know, this is the reason why people don't like me. This is why. Because of these few things that I lied about. Eye roll. Oh my god, Amber. This is just pathetic, dude. Honestly. It's really pathetic.
Excuses for myself and for my past behavior as like a 25-year-old who genuinely was so fucking immature. Like I am.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You were very immature, but you were very much doing mature level abuse. So, does not matter how old or mentally immature you were. The abuse you were doing was not immature at all. It wasn't playground shit, Amber. It was sometimes, but there was very sick, twisted financial and mental abuse going on, and physical as well, during that time. So you don't get to write it off as you were young, you were this. Like, no, that was deliberate abuse happening.
Super immature now as a 34-year-old woman. So imagine how immature I was at 25. So
doesn't matter. Still doesn't make it okay for the inappropriate comments you made around that time either. Doesn't matter. You still recognize in that Darlene statement that you are an adult lusting after a child. So, what?
sure, it's insane. But anyways, wow.
Yeah, this whole video's been insane.
React Lynn, that was kind of fun, not gonna lie. Now I just want to react to a million different videos.
She definitely just like, this isn't a reaction. This is snippets of her video cut apart with pre-recorded sound bites thrown in. What?
Not me turning into a reaction channel. Anyways, I
Yeah, you be careful, girl. You don't want to sue yourself.
hope that you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Oh my god. That was hell. I do apologize. We are going to check the comments. Damn. Damn, Amber. 5,000 views in 2 hours? You can't blame that on me, dog. You cannot blame that on me. That's all you, Pooks. Beck's newest vid, y'all. No, dead ass. Dead ass. We'll check that out. I'll have the video out later tonight. I just don't know what time, guys. I'm going to be very honest with you. I randomly kind of drove up to Vermont last night. I just want to go thrifting. I want to like decompress a little bit. Not that like everything that's happened has had me riled up in any way, but it's enough to make me be like, I just kind of want to step back a bit. It's not going to change how I make my videos at all. But I just want to step back, you know, and like decompress in nature and do some thrifting and, you know, enjoy like a nice little extended weekend up here. Goes to one therapy consultation and suddenly she thinks she knows the answers to everything. The smugness is out of this world. You really need to grow up, Amber. No, she needs to go get like professional help. How to tell when Amber is lying. There are sounds coming out of her mouth. Girl, even when she's breathing. There's no such thing as low-key bedbound. You were genuinely and literally bedbound for over a year. Yeah. Someone needs to take the word accountable away from you. You were bullied in school? I thought you were voted runner up to nicest slash friendliest person in school. And that to you, huh? Add that to your list, girl. Okay. No, she was a bully in school. What? I know you did not just say you haven't lied since 2016. No, dead ass. That's what she's trying to imply. Before this even starts, like 15 seconds in, the smugness is astonishing. This is not what anyone asked for. This is not you being accountable, and the lack of self awareness is actually angering. I would say the lack of self awareness is actually alarming and concerning. If she genuinely believes what she's saying, because I'm starting to lean more towards this isn't a troll. I think some of it is calculated, but I think a part of her genuinely does believe that this is going to solve something. So that like derangement can be dangerous. This is the worst attempt at damage control I've ever seen. No, for real. And she doesn't even address anything that's being talked about nowadays. So what's it matter? From that point you've been honest and transparent? That's a law right there. No, dead ass. I love how some of the comments have more likes than her video, dude. It's just crazy. Amber, you can't blame that on me. Why don't you just confess what you've been lying about recently instead of going back 8 years to stuff nobody cares about? Just a thought. No, deadass. She thinks that's the only reason why. LMAO, the most narcissistic thing ever is reacting to yourself, OMG. Amberlynn agreeing with herself for 33 minutes. Exactly, Cake Pop. Taking accountability isn't just admitting the truth, Amber, and you know that. It means accepting responsibility for the impact of your actions, which you constantly deflect. 9 years and no growth whatsoever. Well, there was growth. There was growth. Lying to us about lying to us. It's like Girl World Inception. Lieception. She excited for this series to last for the next 3 days. I was so excited. Do you think it's going to be? Do you think? We better not be doing long videos like this. Like, oh my god. Ugh. With this much rage bait, Amber, don't you dare start crying when we all take that bait. I mean, true. Spoiler alert, it's all her just sympathizing with her past self's reasons for lying. Exactly. You don't need an explanation. You need a realization on how to behave better slash control your behavior. Even when you tell us what you've lied about, you're still lying. If her mouth ain't full of food, she's lying. Someone please take all these buzzwords away from her. Then she won't have anything. Somehow Amberlynn took the accountability she took 8 years ago and spun it into excuses. Amazing. She'll go through this, but not the recent allegations? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, of course. Of course. She's gonna make it seem like, oh, this is why people don't like me. No. No. It's the cherry on top of the shit cake. You don't want to take accountability in that original. You wanted the audience's sympathy like the other person got, but you made it about you, as usual, so you got nothing. And I mean, she's going to get nothing again. Hey, Amber, you should start a choosy series, perhaps starting with caskets? Ooh, goddamn. I bet you think you're trolling, but we're not laughing with you. No, exactly. Reheating Beck's nachos like this is crazy. Listen, Grandpa Ank just recently learned what reheating nachos meant, so I'm cool. I'm one of the hip kids. Just a reminder, you created the audience you have. Exactly. Oof, I was not expecting this. You filmed it. You said it. Corporate wants you to find the difference between her at 20 years old and her at 30 years old. Yeah, there is none. I can't stand this beach. Fork found in Amber's hand. Title. It's so obvious. Girl, please figure out editing. Didn't Zachary Michael give you pointers how to do this? React to you and Crystal playing choosy. So smug and annoying. The duper's delay in this one was extra heavy. Correction, we actually want you react to yourself failing at saving your own life and say, wow, I need to wake up. Honestly, that's the least of my worries at this point. I don't want Amberlynn to get thin and more capable if she's going to stay a freaking monster. Lying by omission is still lying. Truth said 0, delusion 100%, still queen of Delulu land. You were always the victim, right, Amber? Every time. You've been honest and transparent? Girl, where? You don't get a pat on the back for lying. You really think you're so entitled. Only 1 minute in and you already lied. Alrighty, guys. Nearly a 2 hour video. Freaking crazy. It's probably going to take nearly that long for me to upload too, so I do apologize. But thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, comments. Like I said, I'll have more out. But members, the Big Cherry Retro React for tomorrow is probably going to be out really late. I do apologize. But there will be stuff in the meantime. So thank you so much. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.